my birthday today, and in contrast to last weekend, what a beautiful day it is. Sun's out, and let's check my Garmin. What's it say? It's 84 kilometers and 4 hours 26 minutes. It's the time, and it is my birthday today, the 9th of July 2022. Now, not all the time was spent riding. We stopped and had coffee and had a bit of breakfast with my riding mates. So it's been a beautiful morning so far for my birthday. I find that life is just like driving a car. You start off, you turn the ignition, and you get into first gear and you put the power on. Now, then you get into second gear. And second gear be like the teen years, where the intense power has brought on more speed, and there's the quest for more. And then you find that you got third gear. You get into your third gear, and that's your 30s. And 30s is the cusp where you got the balance of power and speed. And then there's fourth gear. You get out third gear, go into fourth, and fourth gear gives you more speed with less effort. And the 40s represent the productive period. Then you find that you've got another notch you can go up to. You can go up into cruising mode, and that's your fifth gear, and you're in your 50s. And in cruising mode, you find that it's a lot more cruisy, and the load is lighter, but you still maintain your speed. The question is, what happens when you get to your 60s? There's no more gears to go through. So, do you just slow down, come to a halt, or just put the car into neutral? It's the engine's revving, but you're not going anywhere. You're not taking any load, and you can hit the red line. So that's one option. You disengage from the world, not in gear, you're not carrying any load, and you're retired. What we really want to do is stay engaged. We want to stay in gear. That's what retirement beyond 60 is all about. Today, I turned 65, the 9th of July 2022, and at 65, here are my thoughts. A road trip needs a car and a driver. And if you maintain your car, it'll carry you where you want to go. And in your 60s, if you've hit the red line too much and you haven't maintained your car, you hit the red line emotionally, physically, and mentally, then none of the gears will work. But if you've done the right thing and the engine is still ticking on, well, neutral, I don't think it's an option. So, what does one do when they're lucky enough to get to 65? And what does it all mean? If 40s is the midlife crisis, then 60 must be the end of life dilemma. Maybe in another 10 years' time, I'll look back at this video and say, and ask myself, what were you thinking then? But today, without the benefit of hindsight, all I can do is record and share my existing thoughts. Now, last May, we're up in the Hunter Valley for Beck's wedding, Beck, my niece, and my daughter Leanne celebrated Mother's Day with an announcement about my 9-year-old grandson, Josh. She said, Josh kept me up all night with a question. He asked me, what is the meaning of life? And In the next month, Josh actually saw the meaning of life. Shirley's mum, who had almost reached 100, died. Now, I'm a great fan of podcasts, and there's this Russian dude called Lex Friedman. That's him over there. Now, Lex has got a question that he asks his guests on virtually every podcast towards the end. And he says, tell me, what is the meaning of life? And I think either on his podcast or on another one, I actually heard someone say that the meaning of life is that it actually comes to an end. And this is the best description of the meaning of life that I've actually come across. Life, by its definition, has a beginning and an end. And because the beginning is in the past, all we can look forward to is the end. And this is profound, because if the meaning of life is that there is an end, then it is lived like there is going to be an end, and which is totally different to a life that's lived like that life is not supposed to end. One is about living every day prepared to die, and while the other one is living it like there's always going to be a tomorrow, and tomorrow is never guaranteed to anybody. It's 65 plus 1. That means the day after birthday. And I'm going to show you why 65 is so fun for me. See this? 1, 2, 3. I got this for my birthday. I'll let you know why it's been so fun. The card from Ashton. And Gung Gung is what they call me. It means granddad. Happy birthday, Gung Gung. It says, Dear Gung Gung, I hope you have the best birthday you possibly can. Happy birthday. And he's actually found a 4-leaf clover that he's managed to stick to the birthday card. Love, Ashton. Isn't that lovely? So, Ashton's card. And now we're going to go to Joshy. Now this is the one from Josh. As you can see, he's got his koala, his signature koala, and quite intricate with his balloons, because each balloon has got a letter on it, and it says Happy Birthday Gung Gung. It says, Dear Gung Gung, I hope you have a fantastic birthday, and thank you for taking lots of wonderful photos of us in places that we see when we go on holiday. From Josh. And there's his camera. He says it's a camera, but wait, there's actually more. You see that that's the front of the camera, and at the back of the card, that's the back of the camera. And so that's what you see on the viewfinder. So pretty smart. So you flick the page, and that's the back of the camera, and the front of the card is the front of the camera. So it's typical Josh. And young Ollie, 6 years old, she's starting to write. I said, how did you get that? He said, it's a sticker. So she got a sticker in there, all lovely colouring. Happy birthday, Gung Gung. She's even gone as 65, she showed me. Said, let's make sure that you know it's your birthday, it's 65. And it's got a cake. And guess how many candles are on this cake? And she's beginning to write, and it says, thank you for playing with me. And on the back page, her favorite stars. And it goes, hope you have a good day. So imagine how long it took them all individually to make up these birthday cards, and it's worth everything. But not only that, she asked me which one was my favorite, and I said, this has to be my favorite. See all the time it took to get them colored in, and not only that, they went inside, all the way around, colors in there. Look at that. Wow. And I said to Ollie, this is going to be my second favorite. And she says, yes, I painted an igloo for you. So that's the door of the igloo. And he said, that's a doorbell. I said, why is the doorbell not in a different color? And she says, because snow is only white and snow is blue. So you've got a blue doorbell. And number 3 was the common shell. And I said to her, she said, why is this the third best? Because I said, someone has to be third. And it's just that this shell gets to be third, even though the colors are probably just as good as all the other shells. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. So 65 plus 1, and that's why getting to 65 is just so good.